Hey guys, don't mind my hair. Please don't mind my hair. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell because we're going to be talking about homesteading, off-gridding, multi-generational compounding because I am obsessed with that. And even though a lot of people say, you better think about it, all of y'all together, this and that, where you gonna get the land, why are you gonna do that, you're gonna get the naysayers. But think about it, you're gonna get the naysayers in everything you do, and then you're never gonna do nothing because you're always wondering and thinking what the naysayers are saying and what they say, because you consider what they say. And when I say you, I mean any one of us considers what they say. Now that puts a block into our own life, into our own future, into our own destinies, because we're just too worried about what the naysayers are going to say. But we already know that they're naysayers. So if you say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to quit my job. This is an example. I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to pursue my social media career, in my blog, in journalism, and doing reviews, or whatever the case may be. They'll be like, oh, you crazy. How you going to pay your bills? How you going to do this? How you going to do that? How you going to, and that puts a block on you because you're like, whoa, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Excuse me. Something that you otherwise wouldn't have been thinking of because you was already building yourself up. You was already building yourself up, the adrenaline of, ooh, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that. I can't wait to get out there. I can't wait to explore or become a foodie or whatever it is that you want to do. This is the era, because this is the era that we're living in now. Okay, so naysayers are not good in this era because this is the era, just like with the tiny houses. When people are trying to sell everything they have and go tiny, and they have all those people behind them. Look about, where are you going to put this? Oh my God, you got to downsize all your shoes. You have 100 shoes. How are you going to do it? But the person is already determined in their head to become a minimalist, to purge, to leave a smaller imprint on the earth. Okay? That's good. But the naysayers that are right in back of you, they're like, this and that. No. If you have a good feeling in your heart and you've prayed about it, and things are still lining up for you to go along that path, is because that's the path you have to go, because otherwise it will be dead ends. It will be dead ends for you. It will be dead ends. Oh, this is what I want to do, but it be dead ends because that's not for you. But it's because that's not for you. It's not because naysayers are telling you, oh no. Like when I started my little eBay shop. I started a little eBay shop like last year. I had the setup long time, but I finally started posting and getting everything lined up in the inventory, and I am selling things on my eBay shop, praise be to God. But oh well, wow, you're gonna be doing that. Yes, I'm gonna be doing that because that's what I'm gonna be gearing towards, getting this compound, God willing, this homestead. And so you gotta have side hustle, side income, but people will be like, oh, you better get with your 9 to 5. Then there you go in, and hey, and I'm not knocking the 9 to 5, but I'm just saying it's not for everyone. Just like the entrepreneurship is not for everyone. But if it's for you and you know that it's for you, go for it. Don't ever have that doubt and that regret of not doing something that you wanted to do, because now you don't know because you never did it. But you're always going to have that urge inside of you, that feeling that, wow, man. And time is ticking. Time is going by. Pretty soon, if you're blessed to see your golden years, they'll come upon you quickly. So do the things that you want to do that are good, okay? That are going to have a good impact on you, on your life, on all those around you too. So I'm here to just remind myself and remind you guys that the naysayers, no. Naysaying is different than giving you advice against something that they know that is going to hinder you or hurt you. That's different. Naysaying is when they just knocking everything you say because, they can't see it in their little heads. That's naysayers. But your parents or somebody, a good friend of yours or a sibling or even a coworker or somebody giving you a sound advice, that is not naysaying. That's a difference. Okay? But I'm here again to remind you, number one, to ring the bell and subscribe and like this video if you want to see more videos about us getting down with all the different topics that we're going to be getting down with, and in our journey to the ultimate freedom, the ultimate life of doing and being what you really were meant to be, what your purpose is, and feeling good about it without having to worry about what the naysayers are saying and without having to feel guilty. Because everybody is doing what they want to do in their life. As long as it's not to hurt nobody, that's good. Do good. Don't hurt nobody. Okay? And when it's naysay, know the difference between naysay and sound advice. Okay? And being in a unity with your family is good when it's good. Okay? Being in unity. Everyone helping each other, to build. Okay? There is good and bad in everything. And we're going to go down that rabbit hole with the multi-generational in the next video.